Hi, my lovely students. We learn in school how to add and subtract in different ways. So when we go in a situation in everyday life where we are required to use mathematical operations, we can do this very easy. For example, when we go to the supermarket, لما نروح supermarket ونشتري حاجات بنعمل إيه؟ Yes, we need to add the prices of what we bought. Then subtract it from the total money we have. ليه بنعمل كده؟ عشان أعرف the amount of money we have is sufficient or not. We can have more practice on all these steps to make it easier for us to add and subtract in everyday life. Welcome our dear students of 4th primary. I am with you today, Miss Sarah, in Unit 2, Concept 2, Lesson 6, which is called Bar, Models, Variables, and Story Problems. In this lesson, we will use the letters in the equations to represent the unknown values in story problems. We will also use the bar models to represent and solve story problems. Let's start our lesson with X's. Let's see it. Here in X's, introducing variables on page 85 as you see here. Do you remember in the past years when we are doing physical activities to understand some terms in mathematics? What if I ask you now, how can you express the meaning of equal? يعني إيه equal? How can you represent it? One of my students said that he grabbed a book, gave book in each hand and raised them to the same level. He said that this is the equality, means the same on both sides. I have the same on both sides. Someone could think with draw that we use in sports that the result of the two teams is equal. You also can start to record your definition in the first activity about what is meant by equality and how we can express it by words or numbers. After we have finished writing, let's review together the symbol that we use to express equality is this symbol equals. We write it when the value of its right side is the same as the value of its left side. لما يكون ال left side زي ال right side. This is what meant by equality. The two sides بيبقوا the same. Like a balance. بيعملوا balance كده. Where the right side equals the left side. Like this example as you see here. Here I have 7 equals 6 plus 1. In each side we have what? 7 in one side و 6 plus 1 on the other side equals 7 برضو. يبقى أنا عندي في two sides 7. Right? And this is what is called equality. Now let's look at the triangle in the book and focus with me, concentrate with me very well as you are going to record your observations together. Now we can certainly notice that the triangle, here is the triangle as you see here. Yes, this is my triangle. Here I have the numbers 12, 3 written in it. This is 12 and this is 3. As well as the letter P. Here is letter P. What do you think this letter stands for? Letter P stands for what? Remember in primary 3 when we studied the triangle of facts, can you remember? In which every two numbers that are present in the corners of the triangle by using mathematical operation gives us what? Gives us the third number. This means what? This means that we have removed the third number of the triangle replaced it. بدل ما اكتب number هنا عملت له letter P. This letter then is the place of an unknown number. بيمثل number أنا معرفوش. In primary 3 we had put a square or triangle in the place of this unknown. After we have written our observations and reviewed them together, I want to ask you something. What do you think is the value of this unknown P? مين شاطر يقول لي P الvalue بتاعها إيه؟ Of course the value of P will differ هيختلف depending on what? On the operation inside the triangle. Whether it is addition أو subtraction. In addition it will be 15, right? 12 plus 3 if I add them will be 15. ال P هتبقى 15. طيب لو عملت subtraction 12 minus 3 gives me 9. يبقى الانسر will differ لو عملت addition عن لو عملت subtraction. The operation can also be multiplication or division. The value of P will vary هيتغير according to each operation. يعني اللي أنا فهمناه دلوقتي إن value of P is differ according to the operation. مش حاجة ثابتة. This is why we call this letter variable. Variable يعني حاجة متغيرة مش ثابتة. Now we will use the terms unknown حاجة مش معروفة أو حاجة متغيرة variable a lot in our lesson. Let's see how we are going to solve the problems with a variable or an unknown using bar models in build. Bar models on your book, page 85. Here is the same page. Let's read the problems and identify the information in them. Here is problem number 1, as you see here. There are 5,328 ants in the colony. In the colony, 2,164 ants are females. Okay, here is 5,328. 2,164 ants are females, and the rest are males. The question is, how many male ants are in the colony? Yes, let's see. طيب, يبقى 5,328 is what? Yes, we want to know how many male ants here. What should I do? Yes, as you see here, 5,328 is the whole number. It is the whole number. Okay, this is the bar model, so I will put the whole number here, which is 5,328, as you see. Okay, so this is the whole number. What about 2,164? Yes, these are the females, so it is part or the known number. I'll put it here in the bar model, 2,164. Then, what is the unknown number? Yes, it's the number of males, the number of males. We can label the unknown number in any problem with letter أو symbol. Okay, يبقى أنا ممكن أعمل unknown number ده, I can represent it with X, letter أو symbol. For example, we will label it here with X, as you see here. طيب, now I will calculate this in the problem. If we want to find the value X, what should I do? Yes, which of the operations that we have studied should we use? هستخدم أنه operation عشان أطلع ال value of X, which is the unknown. حد ممكن يقول لي that we will use addition and write the equation like this. تعالوا نكتب ال equations مع بعض. ممكن حد يقول لي miss I can write this equation like this. X plus 2,164 equals 5,000, yes, 328. Yes, it is right. طيب, ممكن حد تاني يقول لي another equation. Let's see the second equation. ممكن حد يقول لي I can write 5,328 minus 2,164 equals X. Right? Both are right. يبقى لما أقول X equals 5,328 minus 2,164, or if I said X plus 2,164 equals 5,328, both are right. These are two forms of equations. We can use them. طيب, now let's see the solution. هو أنا عايزة أعمل إيه؟ عايزة أجيب ال unknown اللي هي X. طيب, let's solve it by this way. هعمل 5,328 minus 2,164. تعالوا نحلها بطريقة السبتراكشن الستاندرد العادية خالص. I will start from the ones. Okay. 8 minus 4 gives me what? Yes, 8 minus 4 gives me 4. Now ask yourself, can I subtract 6 from 2? ينفع اخد 6 from 2? No, I can't. So here I need to make regroup. What should I do? I will take 1 from the 100, يبقى 2 will be 12 and 3 will be 2. Now can I subtract 6 from 12? Of course, yes. 12 minus 6 gives me 6. Let's move to the 100. Here, 2 minus 1 equals 1. Excellent. Then move to the 1000. 5 minus 2 equals, yes, equals 3. So the outcome will be 3164, which is the required number of meals. Now, keep in your mind that the most important thing, أهم حاجة, is that you read the problem well and understand it. So you can determine from the information, هنقدر نحدد that you have, which is the whole number, which is the part, and which is the unknown number that you are required to find in the problems. I'll give you a minute to solve problems 2, and in the same way, we will always write equations and solve them after we draw the bar model. We will solve problems 3 and 4 when you finish. After we have solved the problems, let's review the solutions to problems 3 and 4 to make sure of them. In the same sequence of steps, we can solve problem 3. The number of ants in colony A. Yes, this is problem number 3. The number of ants in colony A is, right, 1200. Which is the whole number? Okay, here in colony A there are 1200 ants. Some ants are out for food and supplies. 700 ants are taking out the colony's trash. How many ants are going for food and supplies? Okay, so what is the whole number here? Yes, the whole number is 1200. This is the whole number. And what about 700? 700 is of them work to go out the trash. 700 is a part or the known number. So what should I put here? Yes, this is the unknown number. طب unknown number كنت بعمل إيه? Yes, I can write it in letter, represent it in letter. Let's say letter Z. So we will write them in the bar model as you see here before us here in your book. Then we will write an equation. بعد ما نكتب بقى في البار موديل هكتب إيه؟ هكتب equation for this problem. تعالوا نشوف الإيكويشن هعملها إزاي. Yes, my equation ممكن أعمل إيه؟ Z equals the whole number, the biggest number 1200 minus what? Minus 700. This is my equation. Why? Because I want to find x. Z. يبقى Z equals 1200 the whole number minus the part اللي هي 700. Now can you solve it? Yes, it will be very easy to solve this. But this time I will divide 700 into 200 plus 500. 700 هخليها 200 plus 500. Okay? We will start from the number 1200 on the number line. يعني إيه؟ يعني هعمل number line and I will start with the biggest number 1200. Then what should I do? أنا عملت 700 in expanded form. يعني هعمل these two numbers, subtract them from 1200. Let's count down. يبقى I will make 1200 minus 200 equals what? Yes, minus 200. So I will reach 1000. Then what should I do? Yes, I will count down 500. وهعمل 1000 minus 500. Then the answer is, yes, 500. And this is my result. The outcome now will be 500. And this is the number of ants looking for food. Let's move to problem number 4. Here's problem number 4. As you see, there are 12,000 species of ants. Of these 12,000 species, 2,500 species live in Africa. The rest live in other parts in the world. The question is, how many species don't live in Africa? Don't live in Africa. What should I do? Yes, here's the bar model. So we need to calculate the number of species that don't live in Africa. This is the second unknown part, right? We can label it with letter K. ممكن أعمل unknown part in letter K. طيب, who can tell me the whole number? Yes, the whole number here is 12,000. This is the whole number. And what is the known number? The known number is 2,500, as you see here. So, to find k, can you write the equation now? Now we need to write the equation. The equation will be k equals what? Yes, I will start with the whole number, which is 12,000 minus 2,500. Okay? Now, can you find the solution? Yes, I will write them vertically. I will write 12,000 minus 2,500. Now, can you subtract these two numbers? Yes, it will be very easy for me to solve it. 0 minus 0 gives me 0. 0 minus 0 gives me 0. Can I subtract 5 from 0? No, I cannot. So, I will need to regroup. I will take 1 from the 1,000. This 0 will be 10 and here will be 1. Now, can you subtract 5 from 10? Yes, 10 minus 5 gives me 5. Can I subtract 2 from 1? ينفع أخذ 2 from 1? Of course, no. So, what should I do? I need to regroup. I will take 1 from the 10,000. So, this will be 11 and this one will be 0. Now, can you subtract 2 from 11? Yes. After 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, it will be 9. يبقى my answer is 9,500. After practicing together and learning how to use the bar model strategy in solving story problems, we will find that not only story problems, مش بستخدمها بس في story problems. الvariables مش بس في story problems. We can also find equations without story problems, similar to the ones in our book page 89 and 90 under the title Solving Equations with Variables. Let's see. Now we will apply the same steps. هطبق نفس الsteps and write in the bar models the whole number, the part number, and the unknown number, and solve it in the solution part. Let's see in problem number 1. The first equation is what? Yes, as you see here, 14,000 minus 10 equals 6,000. Okay? طيب. Now, I want you to say it in a very loud voice. Okay? So, what should I put here? What should I do here? Tell me, what is the whole number? Yes, the biggest number is the whole number. So, who can tell me? Yes, of course, 14,000 is the whole number. And what about the known number? Here I put the known number, which is 6,000. And what is the unknown number? Yes, n is the unknown number. Now, can you find the solution? Yes. To find n, I make what? Yes, I will subtract 6,000 from the 14,000, like you see here. 14,000 minus 6,000. Can you do it? Yes, it's very easy. The answer is 8,000. So, the solution is 8,000. I have a question for you now. How do I make sure that my answer is correct? هتأكد ازاي ان الانسر بتاعي correct? This is very simple. We can replace the unknown with the solution in the original problem. يعني ايه الكلام ده؟ هو انا مش قلت ان ال n equals 8,000؟ طب تعالوا نشوف كده يعني هحط بدل ال 10 8,000 وتعالوا نعمل ال 8,000 plus ال 6,000. It gives you what? Yes, it gives you 14,000. Then I write the correct answer. Question number 2. Here is my equation. B minus 53,500 equals to 75,200. So, I want here's the bar model. Who can tell me what is the whole number and what is the known and what is the unknown? Yes, the whole number will be letter B. Why? Because this is the biggest number. This is the biggest number, the whole number. And what is these are the two parts. These are the two parts. I can write here 53,500 and the second part 75,200. Now, to find B, what should I do? Yes, B equals 53,500 plus 75,200. I did plus because B is the whole number. So, you can do it by the standard way. If you make this two numbers plus each other's, the answer will be 128,700. Now the answer is 128,700. Now if you go to page 90 in your school book, you find two problems, 3 and 4. I know that they will be very easy for you, so you can solve it by your own. Now, as we have solved together a variety of story problems and equations in which there are unknowns, we can start the connect part in your school book, page 91. It's page 91, where we will find a bar model for you to use it. This is the bar model. In that part, you need to do 3 things. هنحتاج نعمل 3 حاجات. أول حاجة, write a story problem involving addition or subtraction. It's up to you to choose whatever you think of and identify the unknown that you want to find. تاني حاجة هعملها, write the equation for the problem and draw a bar model of it. Finally, تالت حاجة, you have to solve the equation to figure out the variable and then check your answer. To make that easy for you, think of a daily life situation. For example, think about your pocket money. How much do you get? And if you spent £2, how much would you have? Okay, now that's an easy situation you can turn into a story problem. I'll give you some time to write the story problem in the bar model and write the equation in your school book. Now, we have reached the end of our lesson and we have learned how to solve story problems and conclude from it the known and the unknown and organize this information in the bar model. We have also learned how to turn that into an equation and then solve it using the strategies we have learned before. We will move now to the practice part on page 92. Let's see. Today's practice is a game, is a maze game, as you can see in your school book. We'll find it has a starting point. الجيم بتاعتنا عندها starting point here, which is a gate that we enter, and you will find an equation or a story problem that you need to solve and see where your solution will take you in order to enter the next box till you reach the end. عاملة زي الميز جيم like you see وعندها starting point. Let's solve the first one. أول حاجة هبدأ بيها this equation, okay? اللي هي x plus 32,500 equals 105,450. I will start with this equation. هعمل إيه؟ I will answer it. خلاص؟ والanswer هيوديني يا إما down يا إما in this side. Let's see. تعالوا كده نحلها مع بعض. يبقى x equals, to find x I will make, yes, 105,450 minus what? Yes, أنا ليه بعمل this number minus the second number? Because this is the whole number. So I will make the whole number minus the part number, which is 32,500. Let's do it subtraction. So I will start from the ones. زي ما متعودين دايما ببدأ بالones place. 0 minus 0, 0. 5 minus 0 gives me 5. Now, can I subtract 5 from 4? Of course, no. So I will need to regroup. يعني إيه regroup؟ يعني I will take 1 from the thousand place. 4 will be 14, 5 will be 4. Now, can you subtract 5 from 14? Yes. After 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I will write 9. Then, can I subtract 2 from 4? Yes. 4 minus 2 gives me 2. Excellent. Now, can I subtract 3 from 0? ينفع أخذ 3 from 0? Of course, no. So, I will regroup. I will borrow 1. This 0 will be 10 and the 1 will be 0. Now, can you subtract 3 from 10? Yes, of course. 10 minus 3 gives me 7. So, my answer is 72,950. طب تعالوا نشوف كده في الجيم. Where is 72,950? Is it this number ولا this number? Yes, of course. يبقى this is the right answer. So I will move in this way. Let's complete the game. Let's solve the second one. The second one here, or the second equation, tells me that x minus 15,850 equals to 45,050. What should I do? Let's see. I will solve this equation to complete our maze game. Now, as you see here, x is the whole number. It is the biggest number here. So, to find x, what should I do? Yes, I will add the two numbers. Let's see. يبقى x equals 45,050 plus the second number, which is 15,850. Now, I will start with the ones. 0 plus 0 gives me 0. 5 plus 5 gives me 10. So, put 0 down and carry up 1. What about the 100? 1 plus 8 gives me 9. Excellent. Then, 5 plus 5 equals 10. So, put 0 down and carry up 1. 1 plus 4, 5 plus 1, 6. So, my answer is 60,900. Look, this is my answer. So, I will move in this direction. Now, take your time and answer the rest of this amazing game by solving the problems in each box. You move to and reach the end point. You can always use the bar model. You can also photocopy this activity after you have done and send it to our page مدرستنا on Facebook. Before I leave, my advice for you is to read the story problem well, نقراها كويس قوي and understand it. And identify in each problem, نحدد في كل مسألة الwhole number بتاعي, part number بتاعي, and the unknown. If you want to further practice, you can check your understanding in the digital book through the code found on the screen or in the first page of the lesson on page 85. Thank you so much and see you soon.